Curtis Blow at 23. Are you shitting me? What is Curtis Blow doing at 23? Curtis Blow is a in the 40s rapper. Curtis Blow should be from number 40 to 50. You have Curtis Blow over Jadakiss? Curtis Blow over Jadakiss? My good people, welcome back to another episode of Don't Kill the Messenger podcast. It's your boy Marc is coming to you live from his living room on his day off. Today is Friday, February 17th, and I hope you guys are having a good week so far. My week was crazy, and we're going to get into that later. I hope by the time you guys watch this, you're out of work. You're in your, I don't know, you're at the... No, don't watch my shit at the bar. But you're in your house, you're chilling, you're in your favorite pajamas, you got some wine, some whiskey, some coffee, a cigar, something. You're just relaxing. You savages deserve it. So I had not an interesting morning so far. I was supposed to go to the dentist, but I kind of dubbed that because I'm still not feeling that well. So I rescheduled my appointment, but I did drop my baby off at school. She always loved when dad drop off because I'm the best drop off in the whole world. So I did that. So thank you guys once again for your comments on the last video. Thank you for the views. We surpassed the first video. And we're just going to keep climbing the charts, baby. We're just going to keep doing what we do. Also, you guys said that you liked that I trimmed my beard for the second show because I ain't going to lie. The first show, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just out here wilding out. So I said, let me come correct for you guys. I don't want to look too crazy. I don't want Natalie's husband looking crazy on camera. So I shaved my beard for you guys. Well, trimmed it at least. But here's what I noticed. I trimmed it. And the gray hairs are they're popping out all over the place. Yo, full disclosure, I dyed my beard. I do. I dyed that shit. I hated the way the gray made me look, man. It made me like, I don't know, like my grandfather or something. But I'm thinking about just letting it rock out, man. There's sometimes in life, there's just things you gotta just, you just gotta just take it. It just is what it is. You gotta accept it. And getting grays as you climb the charts, better known as statistics of age, is just something you got to deal with, man. So, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to dye my beard anymore. Okay, so let's get into my shitty ass week. My week was horrible, and here's why. So, as you guys know, because I'm a blabbermouth, last Friday was date night, went well. I told you I was going to be around amazing people, and I was around amazing people. But here's the thing. While I was recording the podcast last Friday, I noticed that my ear was killing me, but it wasn't like full nuclear yet, but I just noticed something funky was going on up there. So, but I soldiered through because, hey man, I'm here to bring you the content, baby. I'm gonna push through for the people, the messengers. I like that. I'm gonna start calling you guys the messengers. I love it. So anyway, I pushed through, did the podcast, and but my ear was still hurting. So by the time we went out, my ear was fully shut closed. My right ear, it was done. I couldn't hear anything out of there. But not only was it fully closed, this is all I was hearing. Now the rhythm wasn't that dope, but it was just a steady pounding that I just couldn't get rid of. Man, by the time I came home, because the adrenaline had worn down of me being excited about, hanging out with cool people and shit like that, I was it was full nuclear at that point. So I woke up Saturday morning, like around 8 o'clock, man, mind you, I didn't even sleep in the bed. That's how bad my ear was hurting. So I woke up Saturday morning, got dressed, went to City MD. Of course, they told me what I already knew. Hey, man, you got an ear infection. I told them, it's even going to the left ear because now the left ear was starting to hurt as well and close up. They gave me antibiotics. Okay, so I'm just a mess. I'm done. I came home from the City MD. I took the antibiotics as soon as I got it. I told my wife, and I had the eardrops, and I told my wife, hey babe, can you put some eardrops in my ear for me? Guys, do you know I laid my head on her lap, and she put in the eardrops, and I fell out. I fell asleep on my wife's lap like a full-blown baby. That's how bad. You ever just been in so much pain that shit just knocks you out? That's the type of pain I was in, man. It was killing me. So that happened. My whole weekend was destroyed. I mean, destroyed. The weekend was horrible. It was horrible. But these things happen. But it was horrible. I told you guys that I was supposed to MC the Love and Laughter night at my church. Totally out of here, man. I couldn't do it. Because even Sunday night, it was just pounding. And now the left one was matching the right one. I couldn't go. And I felt real crummy about that for a couple of reasons. One, I told my pastor that I would do it, and I genuinely wanted to do it. I do it every year, to be honest, and I'm good at it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm pat myself on the back. I'm a funny guy. So I missed it. Two, that's the first reason why I felt bad about it. And then the reason, two, is because I said my wife went out to Love and Laughter without me. There was no Love and Laughter in the world. She went out there. I don't know if she found someone new. I have to ask her, but I doubt it. But anyway, so she goes out there to Love and Laughter church night by herself, and I felt like shit because while she's leaving the house, I'm looking at her. She's dressed all Valentine's Day. I mean, she has a red dress on. She's like, feel better, babe. And I'm like, damn, bro, I am a loser. But tonight I'm gonna make it up to her. We're just gonna go out and just celebrate. But that was my week last week, and honestly, I didn't start feeling better until like Wednesday. I pushed myself, woke up, did my 4 a.m. workout. But my body's still kind of banged up, man. Even Thursday, I couldn't do my 4 a.m. workout. I was just done. Today's a little better. I'm about like at 85%. Still not totally there. But, I'm pushing through. So my week sucked. From last weekend to now, shit was horrible. But I'm alive when I woke up, man. So it's going to get better. So if you had a good week, good for you. If you had a bad week like I did, don't worry about it, baby. We're going to bounce back next week. Next time I come here, we're going to all talk about how we had a good week. So, I didn't watch the Super Bowl on purpose. I didn't watch the Super Bowl because I felt bad. I felt bad about missing, the church event. But even if I wanted to, I was in so much pain, I could not watch that Super Bowl. I wouldn't even tell you what's going on. My head was hurting. The baby kept me company. She was getting on my nerves, but she's 5. She's supposed to do that. But I didn't watch the Super Bowl. But throughout the week, of course, I got caught up, and it was a very good game. Congrats to the Kansas City Chiefs. I thought the Eagles had that, man. I really thought they had that in the bag, man. Yeah, that call was kind of suspect, I'm not going to lie, but still, man, Eagles, y'all had that, bro. Y'all had that one in the bag. But here's why I noticed while I was going through my social media feed on Sunday, the day of the Super Bowl. A lot of women were tuned in. So I'm like, damn, women like football like that? Nah, they had a Super Bowl within the Super Bowl. The women's Super Bowl this year was pretty much Rihanna performing at the halftime show. Ladies, listen, your husbands and your boyfriends need you to do them a favor. If you're not going to be into the game, go watch like another episode of like How to Get Away with Murder. Leave our football alone. Don't watch Super Bowl with us. You chicks was wilding. No, ladies, but I'm glad you had something to look forward to for the halftime show. And by the way, so I watched the halftime show. I seen what it was about. Shout out to Rihanna, man. I mean, she's pregnant again, which I already knew. On Sunday, because like I said, all the ladies was posting on the social media feed that she was knocked up again. And shouts out to her. But when I actually watched the halftime show, man, she did her thing, man. Mind you, this lady's a couple of months pregnant. I know chicks that ain't doing that, that's not pregnant. You know what I mean? That can do what she did for half an hour. So shout out to Rihanna, man, And at the bottom of the show, we're going to get into the Billboard top 50 list. Mind you, I haven't even looked at it because I want to be genuinely surprised or genuinely pissed in real time when I look at it with you guys. But I pray that A$AP Rocky is in the top 15. Of the top 50 rappers of all time. Guys, he knocked up Rihanna not once, but twice. That man's a legend. So I hope the homie from Harlem makes that list, just off the fact that he got Rihanna knocked up twice. So, as we know, every Super Bowl, there's always commercials. Some commercials are a hit. Imagine spending $20 million on a missed commercial. Like, imagine that. And that's most of the time, that's what they do. So I went And I researched, okay, let me see all the Super Bowl commercials that happen on Sundays just so I can have some shit to talk about. Here's the ones that here's the ones that just stood out to me. And I mean, most of them was like, but here's the ones that just kind of stood out to me. The Fast and Furious is coming out with another movie. I repeat, The Fast and Furious is coming out with another movie. Vin Diesel, my good brother. You don't think it's time to put this to bed, bro? The last Fast and Furious movie I watched, they had the good brother Ludacris and the good brother Tyrese and a goddamn, I don't know, a Monte Carlo with some rocket boosters on the side of it heading to Mars, bro. Unfucking believable. You lost me with that. Hilarious. And now, mind you, I paid money for that. I didn't even wait for it to go on the streaming service. I paid out of my pocket to see that one. Y'all lost me with that one. Once they start making cars into space shuttles, I was like, yeah, man, they jumped the shark, man. Then I seen the good homie from the Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl. He had a Crown Royale commercial, which was pretty dope to me. This lady from Canada was just shredding on the guitar, man. It was super dope. I was like, damn. You know what I mean? So that was pure rock and roll. That one stood out to me. Listen, man, I know people have their feelings about P. Diddy, but that man wrote the soundtrack to my 20s, so I would never have anything negative to say about P. Diddy. And, of course, his commercial it's cool, like P. Diddy. So that commercial was cool to me. But to be the best commercial that stood out was the DoorDash commercial with Raekwon. I mean, just the references to Cream and a whole bunch of Wu-Tang stuff. I mean, to me, I was like, yo, this commercial hit. So if I had to pick a top one, that's the one. Okay, also during the Super Bowl, this kind of got some controversy, and we're going to talk about why. Okay, so of course, as it goes for every major sporting event, the Star Spangled Banner was played. But also, independent of that, the Black National Anthem, let's just call it that, I guess, was also sung, by Sheryl Lee Ralph. First of all, let's start with her performance. She did an amazing job. That woman still got the chops. That woman was hitting it out the park. You know what I mean? Is she Whitney Houston in 91? You know, when Whitney sung the Star Spangled Banner, nah, but she's not bad. I'm gonna tell you. So shout out to her for singing that. But it had me thinking. It had me put on my hat like, interesting. Yo, as of 2023, are black people the most racist people in America? Yo, we don't want no parts of anything white, bro. It's like we want our own shit. Like, man, forget that Star Spangled Banner. We want something else. It's just hilarious to me. It's hilarious, and it just makes me laugh, but it also really makes me take a step back and just actually. And this is like the third show I'm going to ask this question, because I promise you I'm going to get to the bottom of this, of why we are so divided. And I'm going to need you guys' help when I ask these questions. Put it in the comment below, and help me figure this out, because I'm not that bright. Do we feel like we are part of the American fabric, as black Americans? Do we feel like we are American? I have referred to my past in the last show, and I told you guys he was African. He is now an American citizen. My pastor is an African American. You know what he calls me? An American. So I wonder how the black Americans here, do we feel like we need our own separate national anthem? Now, I know the history of the Star Spangled Banner. I know it. And I know that second verse is a doozy. But for as long as I can remember, you stood up, you put your hand on your heart, you take off your hat, and you say you sing the song saluting the country. Do we feel like our dreams could come true here? Do we feel like the existence of being black has been a total nightmare for us? I know there's police brutality. I know there can be systematic racism, I guess, on certain levels, but just your overall experience of as a people of color, how has it really been to be black in America? That's my question to all my American friends. How has it been? Is there such thing as white privilege? You know, does it does it does it affect your life on a daily basis? Quick story. I have a friend of mine, good buddy, and recently he just got a promotion at his job. Now, last time I seen him a couple of months back, I know he wanted this position because we were at dinner, and that's all, and that's one of the things we talked about. We talked about him getting this position. We talked about how he started and where he started in the company, and how he hustled his ass off to move to the top, and how he was doing things to shine, and how he was doing things to get the look like, yo, man, you might want to take a look at old boy over here. You know, he's a fucking savage. Ooh, I told myself I wouldn't curse, but he's a fucking savage. He's doing the necessary steps it is to move up in the company. My friend happens to be a cool ass white guy. Now, I was thinking, knowing how he had to hustle his way up to get that position that he just got, if someone was to say, hey man, you got that position because of your skin color, would that be fair to him knowing the work that he put in? You know, just makes me go, is that right? Is everything about color? However, and then I'll transition off this soon. It's just shit that just really boggles my mind and makes me just, think, like, how bad is it in America for us? You know, a good friend of mine's son goes to a particular college located in the South. Couple of months back, his son experienced a form of racism where college students spray painted the word nigger on his dorm room. It scared the shit out of him. It scared the shit out of my friend. My friend then made emails and phone calls to the local authorities trying to figure out who the hell did this to my son, as any parent would. Any parent would. It got to the point the young man moved off the dorm because he didn't feel safe. So I know that we do face things like that in America. But then here's a third point. I know there are people who are willing to kill themselves to enter this country illegally just to get the hell out of from where they came from. Because they're here chasing the American dream and whatever that is. I know that we all have our differences. I know that we live in a country that's not perfect. I know that there's a history with this country, like there isn't any country, to be honest with you. But I really think we have got to do better. And we have got to see that to judge a man, Martin Luther King said it best. I don't want to judge the man on the color of his skin. I want to judge him on the content of his character. And to me, that shit go both ways. I've been saying this for the last two shows, and I'm going to say it this one, and we're going to move on. My fellow Americans, let's chill the fuck out. Okay, now, this Black History Month has been by far, to me, because I just have a warped sense of thinking. It's got to be one of the most craziest, I laugh at fucking everything because if I take shit serious, I'll go out of my mind. This particular Black History Month has got to be one of the most insane Black History Months in the history of the country. Well, maybe not the history, because I'm pretty sure there's some shit that happened when we ain't have social media. But social media just keeps giving me gifts to talk about for Black. I can't, even though I don't really celebrate Black History Month, I'm gonna miss it because they're just giving me gems. Let's talk about the latest gem, shall we? Okay. A school in Miami, guys, thought it was cool to dress their kids in blackface for Black History Month. They thought it was cool, man.
Just in 2023, is this this can't be real.
Courtney Politis says she's never had a problem with studio kids at Little River. That was until a few days ago.
One of my closest friends contacts me, whose son's in the class, and it's like, you won't believe what they just did today.
We're told these photos were shared on the preschool's messaging app, captioned Black History Month. We understand these kids are as young as 2 in this class, dressed up like a construction worker, a police officer, a little doctor in the background.
Listen, my white brothers and sisters, I promise you, listen to your guy right here, because I care about you so much. I'm really trying to have you stay out of trouble. Guys, if you care about Black History Month that much, teach these kids about Martin Luther King or Jackie Robinson, man. Save yourself some trouble. You guys are going extra. You're painting these babies in blackface. Come on, man. I mean, what is going on? And I will bet my house on it that the teachers who did this, they got to be the most super liberal people in the world. They got to be. They got to be, man. They have to be the most super liberal people in the world, man. I mean, they have to. I mean, they put these little cute ass white kids in blackface. This shit look like like midgets doing a minstrel show. It's absurd. It's crazy. I mean, it wasn't even like a nice brown color. They painted those babies black, like nighttime black. I mean, come on, man. What are we doing? So that happened. So once again, from the desk of Don't Kill the Messenger podcast, happy Black History Month. You know, I'm really in the belief that human beings could be some of the dumbest beings in the world. That's just like, as I start doing research for this podcast and running across stories, this is to me, we have to be some of the dumbest human beings in the universe. I mean, the entire universe. Speaking of the universe, there was an alien invasion the last time that we spoke. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. It was an alien invasion. At least that's what I'm going with, because the shit is hilarious. Okay, so since we found one Chinese, and by the way, I have to check myself. Last show I told you guys it was 2, not 1, but 2 Chinese balloons floating in the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, I was wrong. It was only 1. See, that's what happens when you can't read. You think 1 is 2, but no, there was 1 Chinese balloon. So I want to just kind of fact check myself on that. But since the last time there was something up there, there has at least been 3 objects flying in air. Because apparently after they shot down the Chinese balloon, they ratcheted up the radar to spot, unidentified flying objects in the sky. And let me tell you something. The F-22 fighter jets are having a week. They're blowing everything out of the sky. So they blew 3 more things out of the sky. They did. I don't care what's going up there. Kites, frisbees. I'm telling you, man. Drones. If that shit floats, apparently we're shooting it down. Now, according to one official, one of the objects was shaped like an octagon. Ladies and gents, that's all I needed to hear. You're telling me there was some shit up there floating, flying around like an octagon? To me, that was a UFO. To me, I told you last time the Chinese are coming. Correction. The aliens are coming and they're here. They're here. And apparently America's the only place they want to come to. They don't want to go nowhere else. The first place they're coming to is America. So the aliens are here. Had me thinking, I wonder what the aliens think of us. I do. I wonder if the aliens, they look at us and they go, these people are stupid. I wonder if they think we have the greatest planet in the solar system, and yet they fight over things called differences. I wonder if the aliens think that. You know what I mean? But honestly, man, I don't know, there's some Area 52 shit going on, but they said octagon shape, bro. To me, I'm thinking about UFOs, man. It'd be really cool if we did have UFOs, but don't shoot them down yet, man. Let's talk it out with the aliens, see what they hear about. It could be some real Independent Day shit. I don't know, but I just thought that was funny. Okay, guys, so let's get into some hip hop news. So apparently, some chick thought it was cool beans. She tried to be fly about it to grab Busta Rhymes' ass. She wanted to make it clap. Reference. So apparently, some chick named Nikita Mathis thought it was real cool shit to run up on Busta Rhymes and slap him in the ass. Busta quickly turned around and threw, I don't know what the hell was in the cup, champagne, water, soda, whatever. But whatever was in that cup, it went in Nikita's face. You know what I mean? So, what is Nikita doing now? She's making the rounds. I mean, it probably wasn't even 10 minutes before she was on social media explaining herself and how this is a blessing in disguise that Busta Rhymes threw something on her because now she can use it for her come up and I guess milking it for her 15 minutes of fame. The fact that a person could get famous for violating someone's personal space only shows me that, yo, women, y'all got it good. Y'all got it good. Can you imagine if Busta Rhymes grabbed a chick ass, some random chick ass, and just grabbed a handful of ass? Lawsuit. It wouldn't end well for Busta Rhymes if he did that, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's really crazy, man. So that happened. I thought that was funny. Okay, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is look at the hip hop's top 50 list with you guys. And the reason I kind of sped through some of these segments really fast because there's 50 MCs on this list. 50. And I don't know how long it's going to take me to dissect this, to get mad and to get pissed off. But we're going to do it together. We're going to do it together. So let me pull up this tab. Okay. All right. We're going to start from 50. We're going to work our way up. We're going to see how ridiculous or how accurate this list is. Okay. So let's see who we got here. Who's at? Rick Ross is at number 50? Number 50? You don't think Rick Ross is a top 50 rapper? Billboard? Rick Ross is not a top 50 rapper? Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. You got Rick Ross. Okay, so let me see who's number 40. Reverend. I can tell I'm going to get pissed. Reverend Run is at number 49. You got Reverend, mind you, this is the bottom of the list. You got Reverend Run above Rick Ross. Already I don't like this list. Already I don't like it. Reverend Run at 49? I mean, granted, he's probably should be 49, but over Rick Ross? I don't even know the criteria of this list. I could tell him about the... Okay, Melly Mel at 48. Not going to lie to you. I always tell my friends that, yo, man, if you go back and listen to Melly Mel had bars for an OG. I mean... No, he was dropping some shit, man. Like, Melly Mel had bars for an old school rapper, man. So he's at 49. Let me see. Melly Mel. If Melly Mel was in the top 30, I wouldn't have been mad at that. But top 40, still, you got Reverend Run over Rick Ross. I don't know how I feel about that. But Melly Mel at 49, I could live with that. Even though I think he's top 30. Let me see. MC Light. 47, okay, Light. I'll give you that. I mean, she didn't make the world's greatest albums, but as far as her being one of the pioneers, as far as, you know, female MCs with bars, I can see her at 47. Jadakiss is 46. Okay, this list is already fucking ridiculous. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Jadakiss is at 46? Jadakiss is at 46, man? You telling me Jadakiss is not a top 20 rapper? Billboard? 46. You have Jadakiss at 46. Dear God. Ice-T is above. Okay, here we go. Here's where the blood pressure goes up. Okay. Ice-T is above Jadakiss. Okay, let's be honest. I don't care if you're a New Yorker or not. This list is already a badass list. You got Ice-T over Jadakiss. Once you put Jadakiss that low, the list could only get worse. Because now it's going to be you got this person over Jadakiss. You got Ice-T over Jadakiss. Now listen, I grew up an Ice-T fan. I bought the Lethal Weapon album. I did, man. I love the song Colors. I love the New Jack Hustler from the New Jack City soundtrack. But Ice-T over Jadakiss, you're bugging. You're bugging. You're bugging. Queen Latifah at 44, I could live with that. I could live with the Queen at 44. Bun B at 43, I know he did a lot for the South. I know he did with UGK. He is one of the greats. He does belong to this list. He doesn't belong over Jadakiss. This is now officially the he doesn't belong over Jadakiss list. This shit is crazy, man. Redman at 42. Personally, my book, I got Redman in my top 30, but as long as Reggie's on the list, I'm not too mad at that. I'm not even too mad. Damn. Is Redman over Jadakiss? I guess it depends on you, Axe. That could go either way. But I'm not mad at him being at 43. Okay, so now at 41, E40. So you got E40 over Jadakiss. This list is already bogus. This list is already bogus. This list is already bogus, my friends. Even though I will say this about E40, he pioneered the shit out of the Bay Area West Coast sound. So you got to give him something. He's a E40. So he's a legend. So you got to put some respect on his name. The New York in me does not have him over Jadakiss, but he should be on this list. Okay, Dr. Dre. Okay, this is where you lose me. You know, Dre had flow. I don't care if. Okay, I could deal with Dre at 40, because if he was up any more slots, like let's say if he was at 30, I might have a problem with it, being that he did not write the 98% of his shit. I mean, Jay-Z wrote his biggest hit. You know, a New York dude wrote a Cali dude's biggest hit. So, and he's a producer, guys. He's not really a rapper, but you know, he had command of flow. So he wasn't like a bad rapper if he wrote for him or not. So I could see Dre at 40 over Jadakiss. Absolutely not. This list, Ludacris at 39. I like this slot for Luda. I do. Ludacris to me is an underrated MC. Over Jada. Come on. This list is already bogus to me, man. Already bogus. Gucci Mane is a pioneer. Gucci Mane changed the game for the South. Gucci Mane got a lot of sons in this field. Gucci Mane is the original OG from Atlanta. Gucci Mane over Jadakiss. Common at 37. I'm comfortable with Common at 37. I'm comfortable with him at 37. Most Def at 36. Most Def is over Jada. I don't know. And I like Most Def, so it's nothing. Usain Bey, now that's his name. And I'm not, bashing him, but I mean, I don't know how I feel about that, man. Okay. When I told my friend I was going to do this live, he said, bro, you're going to be pissed off. The hip hop historian in you is going to take some of these choices personal. Guys, I love Future. He can do no wrong in my book. I have a Future playlist that I would put against anybody's Future playlist. Future, to me, makes good music. You can ask my son. I burned this shit out of that Future and Drake album. Great Time to Be Alive. Love it. I've played the song Jersey at least 100 times. And that album has been out for 8 years now. I love Future, man. I think he got a lot of seeds in the field. I do. He deserves to be on this list. Future is a game changer. Everybody started sounding like Future when he came out. Even the young boy, the boy who did Panda, when he dropped, what's his name? Designer. I thought Designer was Future when I first heard. I said, yo, Future, this shit is hot. No, it was another dude who sounded just like this guy. That's how much he changed the game. But if you're telling me Future is number 35, okay, maybe he should be over Jada. You know what plagues Jada? Jada doesn't have strong albums, man. So as much as the New York in me really doesn't give a shit about that, and I hold him up to be just one of the top 10 MCs of all time, this guy Future changed the game. The New York in me hates that he's over Jada. It does. But if I'm just being like totally objective about it and seeing the nuance and why he's at 35, I guess I can see it, man. Chuck D. Okay, do I think Chuck D's at 34? No. Do I think Chuck D belongs in this list? Yes. Do I think Chuck D should be at like 40, 41, 42, like in the 40s? Yes. As I've gotten older and I go back and I listen to Public Enemy, I understand them more. When I was younger, it was just about the beats, and they had the Bomb Squad was the best, and it had some of the toughest beats ever. I've bought every single Public Enemy album. Chuck D is one of the greats. Do I have him at 34? Hell no. He should be in the 40s somewhere. I don't know if this list is, I don't know if the criteria is based off lyrics. I'm hold on. Let me see what the hell the criteria is based on, guys. And then I'll go back to the list. What is the criteria based on? Because I'm confused. In determining these rankings, the Billboard and Vibe editorial team opted first to limit the rap to North America. Okay, so America privilege is taken over again. Poor Slick Rick. I'm pretty sure he didn't make this list. From their team took into account the following criteria, not in any particular order. Okay, guys, which I should have did at the beginning of this list before I even read it. I just went straight into the list and I got pissed immediately. Okay, so what they took into account was the following criteria: the body of work, achievements, charted albums, gold, platinum certificates. So maybe that's why the good King Jada is at the bottom of the list, because like I said, his albums, there a lot of them are subpar. He had more bad albums than good albums. Cultural impact and influence, how the artist's work fostered the genre's evolution, longevity. Since Jada got it, if you're talking about longevity, I mean, did you not see him literally kill Dipset? I mean, they should have called the cops. It was a homicide that night on that versus Dipset. I mean, one man. And I mean, shout outs to Sheik and Styles P. But Jadakiss single-handedly killed Dipset, bro. I mean, I wasn't there, but I seen it. You all seen it. So if you're talking about years on the mic, lyrics, story, and flow, nah, man, no. Jadakiss does not belong at no. Jadakiss does not belong at 46. No. So that's the criteria. Okay, let's move right along. Oh God, this list. You know, they told me this list would piss me off. They told me. Okay, Chuck D at 34. Okay, Busta Rhymes at 33. I'm not mad at that. Listen, besides him throwing shit on a chick, if you listen, his flow is underrated. There was a time in the late 90s, Busta had the game on smash. Busta could flow. Busta could give you party joints. Busta could give you radio joints. Busta could give you joints for the ladies. I'm not mad at this. But whatever you do, ladies, do not grab Busta's ass. He'll fucking throw something at you. I'm not mad at 33. T.I. at 32. T.I. is one of the trap, originators. Do I got him above Jada? This, I told you, this is the do I got him above Jada list. No, but T.I. is nasty with the flow. I remember at one point they was calling him the down south Jay-Z. So I'm not mad at that. Little Kim at 31. Okay, so right now she has a top spot at 31. I'm just going by female MCs. So right now she's at 31. That means it places her above Kim. No, it places her above Light and Queen Latifah as far as the females so far I see on this list. So I'm not mad with Kim at 31. Kim is nasty. Kim was nasty. And she changed the game. So she is definitely a game changer. She was definitely a fashion icon. She was pretty much the female Biggie. I don't care if Biggie wrote for her or not. Her flow was, hey, she's nasty. So I salute to Kim at 31. Lauryn Hill at 30. Guys, I'm going to say some shit that's probably going to make you mad at me. I don't have Lauryn Hill over Kim as far as female MCs. Guys, Lauryn Hill is nasty with the flow. That Fuji album is a masterpiece. Her first album is a masterpiece. Guys, her first album was her last album. So I thought one of the criterias, which I just read to you, was body of work. Lauren at number 30 over Kim. Does Lauren belong on this list? I know she's nasty. I know, but damn, one album. And I don't know where they place Big, but that's why Big kind of fell out of my top 3, maybe even top 5 at this point of my life. Because, I mean, as much as I love Big, at some point he stopped making music. So people are going to surpass, just like LeBron surpassed Kareem. People are going to surpass you on the charts. Lauren at number 30, to me, Lauren belongs in the 40s. And I definitely won't put her above Little Kim. No way. No way, no way. Little Kim had more of an impact culturally and whatever you want to call it, more than Lauryn Hill. That's in my book. Leave your comments below. If you disagree with me, you probably will. I know I just said some sacrilegious shit. Pusha T at 29. I fucking love him. I think that's where Pusha's at. Pusha is a bottom 20s, early 30, on top of a list rapper. I'm not mad at that. Nobody, you know what I mean? Nobody in the history of rap is better with the cocaine flow than Pusha T. Nobody. Black Thought at 28. I mean at 28. Your Thought is nasty. He is. I ain't got no. Damn, no, Thought is nasty. Let me think about Thought before I say some shit. Thought is nasty, man. He's nasty. I don't know if I got him at 28, but he's nasty. He's nasty. He's nasty. Q-Tip at 27. Wasn't the biggest Tribe Called Quest fan growing up. I was more of an EPMD, NWA, Public Enemy guy. It wasn't until all the jazzy shit. So you got Q-Tip at 27. I wouldn't put him that high, but I could dig it. Tribe did change the game. His solo work was okay. That Vibrant Thing shit knocked. So I don't know. I wouldn't have him at 27. Okay. Now we're going to, after this, we start getting into the top 25. Okay. Big Pun at 26. Okay. I don't want to get kicked out of the Bronx. So let me think about what I'm about to say. Pun has been dead for some years. Pun only has 2 albums. Pun was lyrically one of the best people that's not named KRS-One. And some might say, which I probably wouldn't have a problem with, better than KRS-One. One of the top lyricists, or if not the top lyricist to come out of the Bronx. Do I have him at number 26? The Bronx in me refuses to be mad at this pick. Yes, I have him. Method Man. To me, Method Man is one of the most underrated rappers of all time. Method Man cadence. Method Man flow in the pocket. Method Man is filthy. Method Man is disgusting. Method. Only reason I might not have him personally in my top 25, definitely in my top 30, but not what the criteria for this list is because his albums were not really that great. Method Man didn't come out with great albums. He just didn't. He didn't come out with great albums. But the way he flows, the way he flowed on that Tupac album, the way he flowed on the What, I mean, one might say he might have outshined Big on that. I mean, man, and he stays in the pocket. He's one of the. I'm not mad at him at being 25. I'm not mad at him being 25 on this list. He's okay. Lyrically, he's in my top 25 too. Okay, I changed that. Yeah, I just Method Man is just a great MC. He's KRS-One at 24. Okay, I'm not mad at this pick. KRS-One personally is in my top 10. I mean, he's just nasty. I mean, he's still releasing great content. His last album is fire. Curtis Blow at 23. Are you shitting me? What is Curtis Blow doing at 23? Curtis Blow is a in the 40s rapper. Curtis Blow should be from number 40 to 50. You have Curtis Blow over Jadakiss? Curtis Blow over Jadakiss? Curtis Blow didn't come out with dope ass albums. Curtis Blow was not better than Melly Mel. Y'all really put that man at 23. Ghostface Killah at 22. I totally agree with this. I totally do. One might say he's better than Method Man because, I mean, just the way he painted words and that abstract shit, who's better than Ghost? I got Ghost. Okay, 21. DMX. I'm okay with that. Rest his soul. I'm okay with DMX at 21. Big Daddy Kane at 20. Now, this way it gets tricky. I don't have Kane over X. I definitely don't have him over Jada. I don't have Kane over Pun. I don't have Kane over... By the way, you can't put Kane over KRS-One. You can't. Did you see the verses? KRS-One, and I know it's friendly competition because these brothers have love for each other, but KRS is the better MC. You cannot. By the way, I haven't gone through this list like I told you the first time. If out of the golden era, there's a couple of MCs. KRS-One, Coogee Rap, Big Daddy Kane, and Rakim. I'm going to be, and so far, 2 have already been placed on this list so far, which I'm not mad at. But Big Daddy Kane is not over KRS-One. No. Missy Elliott. So that means, as far as females, you put Missy over Kim. Yeah, I have that. 19, Missy was a monster. Her cultural impact. Missy at 19, I could live with that. Ice Cube at 18. There was a time period when Ice Cube, for at least 2 to 3 years, back in the early 90s, was the best MC in the world. That's how good he was. That's how much of a prolific writer he was. And then, as all MCs, he went left somewhere in the later in career, and he focused more on acting and stuff like that. But Ice Cube at 18, I could live with that. I could live with Ice Cube at 18. I can't live with Ice Cube over Jadakiss. I can't live with him over KRS-One. That I can't. 50 Cent. 50 Cent is probably, outside of Redman, one of the most underrated rappers ever. I don't have a problem with 50 Cent being 17. One might say he's top 15, but he's 17. He broke the top 20. I'm not mad. Yo, give Fifth his credit. By the way, I don't see... to go back to 50, 50 and Ja Rule is like tied together forever. I don't think Ja's going to be on this list, guys. I have a funny feeling. Because if 50's 17, Ja Rule's not cracking the top 16, 15. Ja Rule's not a top 50 rapper? All those hits? I mean, from the criteria, you telling me Curtis Blow's better than Ja Rule? That's what you're telling me? I don't know, man. Ja Rule's not going. I could tell you. I haven't even finished the list. Ja Rule's not going to be on this list. Scarface at 16. Scarface is one of the best lyricists to ever come out of Houston. He probably is the best lyricist to come out of Houston. Do I have him top 15? 16. I guess I can live with it. I would put 50 over Scarface, to be honest with you. Maybe that's the New Yorker in me, but I love Face. I used to be the biggest Face fan back in the day. I bought all his solo shit. I can understand the cultural. J. Cole's at 15. You know what? You got to have new school people in there. I don't know if I'll put J. Cole in my top 15. I can see why he's there, though. He's probably in my top 25. Okay, J. Cole 15. LL Cool. Yeah, I know how I feel about LL Cool J. Yo, hold up. Yo, y'all put LL Cool J 14th? Oh, shit. I'm not even mad at that. I would think LL Cool J would be like in their top 20. Y'all put LL Cool J on the number 14? Told you this man's a superhero. I'm totally not even mad. LL Cool J's in my top 10. This, the 14th, presently surprised. I'm not even mad at that. I'm totally not mad at that. Okay, here's when shit get tricky. Rakim. At 13, I got LL over Rakim, but Rakim is definitely the game changer. He was Nas before Nas. Didn't make the greatest albums. I mean, to me, Let the Rhythm Hit Him was probably his best album, but you cannot dispute the fact that when he came on the scene, everybody started changing their flow. So the God MC, I got Andre 3000 at number 12. Y'all got Andre 3000 over Rakim? Whoa. When's the last time Andre 3000 came out with a body of work? I have him in my top 25. I don't know if I would place him at 12, man. Y'all got Yee at 11. Yo, does Kanye even write? Oh, what are we doing? Yo, y'all could really put Kanye over Jadakiss? Yo, the New Yorker in me is not letting that shit go. Oh, my God. Let's speed this up. Jesus Christ. At 11? Oh, man. That, I don't know. And I love Ye. I'm a big Ye fan. I think he's a damn genius when he's not going out of his fucking mind. But damn. Guys, y'all put Nicki Minaj number 10. Billboard put Nicki Minaj number 10. I disagree with that. I don't, and it has nothing with her being a female. It's not. But if you're gonna pick a female to put in your top 10, it wouldn't be Kim. Speaking of females, I already know Foxy's not on this list. I can see it already because Foxy's not going to be in the top 10. If Nicki Minaj is 10, Fox is not going to be on this list. And y'all will put Nicki over Kim, who this is kind of like, not saying exactly like Kim. I don't know, man. Nicki Minaj is number 10. Oh, I don't know. Snoop Dogg is number 9. Okay, I ain't going to lie to you. I can see why. Who don't know who Snoop Dogg is, right? Like, who doesn't know who this is? He's like, who doesn't know Snoop Doggy Dogg? And how he changed the game when he first got in the door. So I'm not mad with Snoop. Just the cultural MC he is. Like Nori once said, everybody knows Snoop Doggy Dogg. Everybody. Drake is at number 8. Not gonna lie, man. Drake is the new age Jay-Z. Not mad at that. Lil Wayne's number 7. Anybody knows who knows me knows. I hold this MC in high regard. I'm not mad at Wayne at 7. Big at 6. So Big finally moved out of someone's top 5. Like I said, he's been passed for a couple of years now, so I can see why he's not in the number 5 slot, which means, and so that's Big at number 6. Eminem at 5. I can live with that. Tupac at 4. I can live with that. Nas at number 3. So if Nas is not top 2, then who the hell is top 2? Jay got to be 1 and 2. Before I even scroll down, okay. Let's talk about Nas real quick. Nas' last 3 albums have been probably some of the most best work and body of work that this man has put out in his whole career. King's Disease 1, 2, 3, along with Black Magic. Whatever he's been doing with Hit Boy has been masterful. So personally, I actually have Nas now currently in 2023 over Jay-Z as number 1 in my book. That's just how I have it. So if you guys have Nas at 3, Jay got to be 1 and 2. So who the hell is number 2? Kendrick Lamar at number 2? Ah, man. The old head in me wants to take over and be like, you're out of your fucking mind. It really does. It really does. But I can understand it. I can see it. I like K-Dot a lot. I do. His last album was masterful. Only because of my age, I would put Nas over him, but I can see it. Which means, without a shadow of a doubt, a couple of things about to be true about this list. 1, Ja Rule's not on this list. Y'all totally just dissed Ja Rule. And that means Jay-Z is probably, unless y'all totally going to just throw a haymaker, Jay-Z is the number 1 rapper of all time, which I could totally see. There's no one. This man's a billionaire. This man has changed the game. This man has over 140 million records sold. He has 24 Grammys. This man is still dropping internet-breaking bars. Jay-Z at number 1 does not make me mad at all. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the Billboard Top 50 list. Tell me what you think. Tell me you think Jadakiss is placed a little too low on that list. Tell me if you think Nicki Minaj is placed too high on that list. I think so. Damn, Nicki Minaj number 10. And that's not hate. I'm just like, damn. Yeah? But that's the list, man. That's the list they put out. So now I can see why everyone was losing their shit. And I promised myself I would just do this live with you guys, and I'm glad I did. Okay, ladies and gents, we're at the part of the show where we wrap shit up. So today, message of the day is acceptance. Okay, so I was thinking about acceptance. What it can mean as it relates in your world, and what it can mean as it relates in my world. And I have to accept the things that I can't change. I have to accept the fact that I am getting older. I have to accept the fact that there are things with getting older that I have to accept and know that it's out of my control, but also to control my feelings around how I deal with it. Now, when I went to the City MD on Saturday for the ear infection, they took my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was out of control. Now, some of that has to do with that I was probably fighting an infection, but I noticed over the last couple of years after the pandemic, my blood pressure was not in the normal range that it would normally be. Now, mind you, guys, I eat right the majority of the time. I exercise no less than 4 times a week. I really put a conscious effort as the cops go by. I really put a conscious effort into maintaining a healthy lifestyle. But I've noticed that my blood pressure doesn't seem to drop down. Now, I don't put a lot of salt on my diet. I I don't eat red meat a lot. I take every vitamin known to man, natural shit, what have you. I was told that blood pressure can be hereditary. My dad, since his 20s, have been dealing with high blood pressure. But you're talking about a man who literally puts salt on top of salty shit. Like, I could see why his shit. But I didn't want to accept the fact that I have a condition because I thought my lifestyle shouldn't produce a result of having high blood pressure. So the doctor, my primary, had gave me some pills to take a couple of months ago, and I said no, because I can work out, I can out diet, I can out lifestyle this condition. I can't do it. This is what it is. So I've came to accept the fact that there's certain things as we get older, there's issues that pop up that we have to deal with. And so that's mine. I'm going to continue living my healthy lifestyle. I'm going to continue to do what I do, drink my water, eat right the majority of the time. Because we're human beings, sometimes we're just going to want to eat some bad shit. Bad shit tastes good. Just can't be in excess, Still do my Peloton, still do my strength training. But in the middle of doing all that, I have to take my blood pressure medication. Acceptance, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday, February 17th. It's going to be a chill weekend. And I hope that you guys go out and enjoy yourself. If it's just something where you want to stay home and chill and kind of wind back, watch a good movie, watch a good TV show, do that. Read a good book, do that. But whatever you do, make sure that you love yourself and you love others. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.